Chris, you won the roll-off. We are sadly down one Nelson this evening, but the three of us shall persevere what'd you make? What'd you bring?
I brought Rionya Fire Dancer. This has stayed in rotation because it has become one of my favorite decks. I love my cycle of monocolored decks I've built. And this one plays differently each time, just from swapping out the creature suite that's in it. It just does vastly different things each game, so it kind of keeps it fresh. With that, I will draw for the turn after mulliganing to 7. I will play a Forgotten Cave tapped, and I will pass to Schnell.
Okay. I mulligan down to 6. I brought the Mimeoplasm, or Ivan Ooze, the bad guy from the Power Rangers, because it's Ooze Tribal, and I thought it was funny. This might not go well, despite the abundance of great cards in this deck, because my mulliganing, but I didn't want to go down to 5. And I have stuff that I can at least play the first 2 turns of this game and hope my deck carries me the rest of the way. So, untap, draw. Jesus Christ.
Today's
Swamp.
the day to draw him.
Swamp will be my land per turn, and then I will pass to Tej.
Cat was trying to get out. Oh, what up, Highvine? It's your boy Tej. And in honor of Easter Sunday, I'm playing zombies.
That's appropriate. We should have had a zombie fight.
Praise Tejas.
That's pretty much it. Zombies that might be dragons if I feel like they need to be dragons.
They are dragons indeed.
I will start this game off with a Crypt of Agadim, which enters tapped.
Quick, pop it.
I forgot what that does.
Taps are black, but I can pay 2 and tap it to add black from the mana pool for each black creature in my graveyard.
Ooh, that's a really good land.
Let's see.
2 manas. I will cast a Runaway Steamkin.
Oof.
Pass to Schnell.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Hey, we might be back in the game, but we're not going to do that quite yet. But Swamp as our land for the turn. Into Consumptive Goo.
Oh,
It is a 1/1. I can pay 4, and target creature gets -1/-1 until the end of the turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on Consumptive Goo. Pass to
You
Tej.
get a league point for playing the sexiest card first.
Yeah, it's
league point.
It's real good. It's real good.
I will play a Grixis Panorama, and I will pass the turn over to Chris, and I will activate my Grixis Panorama.
3 mana for a birdie. Triggers my Steamkin. Tej,
Get him.
What?
you got a face I don't like.
Oh,
2.
okay. Hard to argue with that logic.
Down to 38.
Pass turn.
I
Okay.
found Swamp.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, everything's coming up Millhouse. My cups are bone dry. Forest. It's my land for the turn. Into a Soul Ring. Now we're definitely back in this game. And then what to do? Probably that. Necrotic Ooze being an actual good ooze. Do I want to pick on Teach too? Yeah,
Yeah.
Teach, I'll switch you for 1.
Alright. I'll take 1.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be a minute because I shuffled half my deck in upside down. Oh boy. In the meantime,
Goddamn wino over in the corner.
You get 2 or 3 of those little baby bottles of wine in her, and she just throws everything.
Gets all antsy and fancy.
yeah, this is quality content right here. Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Alright,
It's a tea.
we're good. Well, still gotta shuffle.
We didn't know if you heard us or not.
No, I did.
This Jake's Malt Lemonade from Pet Spell's really good.
You looking at your watch and I don't appreciate it.
I just got a message letting me know that
Here.
if I'm not secret partners with somebody, I need to let them know to not tell people.
Secret partners for what?
The store in TO.
Oh, I got you. Alright, ready? Pass to Tej. I'm going to play a snow-covered island.
Snow colored.
Yep.
Why ever would you do that?
So I can play Windfall. And everyone discard your hand and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe?
I actually like the cards I have left in my hand, but okay.
I didn't like my hand except for this pest inflation.
So,
which
we're
I
drawing
like.
6?
If no one can beat 6.
Nope.
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm done.
That's a pass to Chris then, I assume.
Untap. Draw for the turn.
Here we go.
Ooh.
One creature in my graveyard.
Yep, so I have no creatures for my Necrotic Ooze.
Didn't draw a land, which is kind of lame. I will cast a Mind Stone.
It's a good one.
This.
Add 1 red mana to my mana pool from Birdie.
And that triggers off or
Red spells only.
red spells. Okay.
Yep. And then
Tej, you're real quiet over there. How's your day going?
Can't complain.
Expect you just good, and then back to silence.
Oh.
Shit.
I don't like either of those.
He's just wide open. Not doing anything.
Tej is wide open.
He is.
So made you redraw cards, which you enjoyed, you said.
I did. I'm going to pass the turn and lose this red.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Land for the turn will be Clearwater Pathway. Then we will throw down those two. Umari, the Collector. As it enters the battlefield, choose a card type. I will choose creatures. Spells I cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast.
Ooh.
Then, not a creature, so we'll pay the full 1 for it, the Ozolith,
Ooh,
which I
boy.
think is a pretty decent non-creature.
It is.
Okay.
You have a 2/2 and a 3/3.
Yes.
8 for it. I will swing a Tej for 4 because
Yeah.
he's wide open.
Wide open.
And then I'll pass to you.
34. 33. Yep. I will play a Soul Ring. I will play Myriad Landscape, which will enter tapped.
Okay.
I will pay 1 for a Bag of Holding. Whenever I discard a card, I exile that card from my graveyard. I can pay 2 and tap it to draw a card and discard a card. Or I can pay 4 and tap it and sacrifice it to return all cards exiled with Bag of Holding to their owner's hand.
Good thing you wheeled once already, but I remember most of your decks wheel.
Only the ones that can.
Anything with the colors. Will the colors.
Wheel the colors.
Wheel. We will wheel, comrade.
1, 2. 4. Okay, reading.
Everyone's all thinky.
Let's think more do.
Yeah, speed ball. In everyone's game.
No, wait, don't do that.
Keep attacking Tej. He's down to 33.
No, wait, don't do that.
I will cast Atsushi, the Blazing Sky.
Hey, I know that guy.
Trigger Steamkin.
What does it do?
It's a 4/4 flying trample. When it dies, choose 1. I can exile top 2 cards in my library, and until the end of my next turn, I may play those cards or create 3 treasure tokens.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Ah, that stupid elevator song stuck in my head. Land of the Nerd Forest.
Loving in
Then-
an elevator. Loving up while we're going down.
I will. Can I see your graveyard? I have Mimeoplasm as my commander. Chris, do you have any good creatures in your graveyard?
I have a Blood Boil Sorcerer. He's a 3/3 that when he enters the battlefield, you take the initiative.
Would not be horrible.
It's horrible. You don't want it.
Could make it a 4, so it's a copy of one and counters equal to the other. Is that how that works?
Yep.
Number of additional power. So, okay. Well, we'll see how the rest of the game plays out before we go into that route. For now, we'll do one of the other things that this deck wants to do.
Pass the turn?
No.
Yeah.
We will Hydra's Growth, putting a +1/+1 counter on Enchanted Creature. And then at the beginning of my upkeep, I double the number of +1/+1 counters on Enchanted Creature.
Gross.
And it's only a -1/-1 until the end of the turn when I target other people's things, but it's a +1/+1 counter permanently. Yeah, we are going to send Umari the Collector at Chris and Consumptive Goo at Tej. So 2/2 your way, 4/5 your way.
31.
Well, hold on, because Chris might have...
I'll take the 4.
Okay. Now you can take your damage.
36.
Okay, that's it for me. Pass to Tej.
End of your turn, I will draw a card and discard a card. Thing. Ding.
Think-a-dink-a-dink-a-dink. Think-a-dink-a-doo.
3, 4. I will discard this Terminal Moraine. And then it gets exiled with bag.
Terminal Rain is a great card.
I love that card. Oh. My land for turn will be Mr. Panorama. I will cast Tormod the Desecrator. Whenever one or more cards leaves my graveyard, I create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token.
Ooh, that guy. Not a fan.
How big is he?
4/2.
I will pass the turn to Chris and activate my Myriad Landscape. Switch my library from 2 lands that share a basic land type.
Quick, power through your turn. I'll skip through mine, and then we'll cut back to Tej awkwardly shuffling his deck wrong.
Shut up.
God, I can't believe I have to do this. Cast Solemn. For a basic.
God, I can't believe you had to do that.
I mean, because I can't draw land. 4 mana ramp a land. I get a 1 red mana from Bergies. So I don't think I have anything I want to do with it.
There you go.
You're
golden.
Snow covered. Okay. Yes.
With that, I will pass to Chanel.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Double the number of counters on the goo. And in response to that trigger, I will give this -1/-1 till the end of the turn.
Okay.
Putting a counter on it up to 2, and then I'll double it to 4.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a -1/-1 counter.
Nope.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
-1/-1 till the end of the turn. Permanent +1/+1 to that.
Got it.
So,
Oops. Land for the turn, swamp, putting me up to a bunch of swamps. Flying trample 4/4. When it dies, exile cards or create treasure tokens. I have options, but I don't know if I want to do them now or if I want to do them not now. Now feels like the time. As long as you don't have a sack outlet, maybe that is the time. Because I know you want it to die. We'll see if I can get it to die after I get some. So, oh wait, enchanted creature I control. Disregard everything. I'm going to put it on the ground.
Right.
At the beginning of my upkeep, create a token that's a copy of enchanted creature, except it's a 1/1. And then when enchanted creature dies, if it was a horror, it is not. I return this to my owner or to its owner's hand. So I will get 1/1 necrotic ooze tokens once I have oozes in the graveyard for the copy.
That's pretty good.
It hopefully will be.
Hopefully will be.
I will go to combat, leaving myself wide open. We are going to send Umari, the Collector, at Chris. And the 5/5 Consumptive Goo is going at you, Tej.
5/5, you say?
5/5.
We'll take 5.
I will block with the Solemn.
Okay.
6.
Drawing a card from the Solemn.
Perfect. That's it for me. Pass to Tej.
One tap. I will draw. Ooh.
No reason. I can borrow dice if I want.
I will play Choked Estuary, revealing nothing, so it will enter tapped. We'll pass the turn. Practice Esper Panorama.
Untap.
Draw.
Jeez Louise.
On an island.
Okay.
I don't know what either of you two are doing.
Nothing, because I can't draw lands.
I'm just getting some mana over here.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can get land drops for 2 more turns, like in Visions of Dominance flashback, because it got discarded because your stupid windfall.
Whatever.
You got rid of my Haunted One and Erenicus's Vile Duplication.
Ooh, that's a good card.
It's a very good card.
4/4 Dragon. I don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. When it dies, I may pay any amount of red. When I do, it deals that much damage to any target. That is a 3rd counter on Steamkin. 1 red mana from Vergi.
Yeah, not thrilled about that.
I will maintain position and pass the turn.
Yeah. Before the end of your turn, I will give that -1/-1 till the end of the turn and put a +1/+1 counter on my Consumptive Goo.
So the end of Chris's turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Untap. During my upkeep, I double the number of counters, putting it at 10, drawing for the turn. Oh, and I get a 1/1 Necrotic Ooze token copy. So, we will play this pathway as a blue source. Then, any of you wronged me? No, but also you're not doing anything other than building up your own board states, which I don't disappreciate. Okay, we are going to throw down Master Chef. Commander creatures I own have this creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it, and other creatures I control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on them. So, can I see your graveyard again? Viable ooze token or targets enters for the initiative as a 3/3 or solemn. I can get a basic, and then teach.
And Josu Vess.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna do that. We are going to cast our Mimeoplasm. As it enters the battlefield, exile 2 creature cards from graveyards. We will exile Josu Vess, and we will exile your 3/3 Duder. So, this will come into play as a copy of Josu Vess, which I'm just going to steal that for the time being.
Fair enough.
And it gets +1/+1 counters equal to the power.
So pretty.
So 4 with Mastership.
Yep.
And, off me one last one from Mari, the Collector.
Exiling Josu Vess from my graveyard will trigger Torn on it. They get a zombie token.
Okay. Oh. Sorry, I want to see your graveyard. Is that the only other creature? Solemn?
Solemn, yes.
And you have no creatures?
Correct.
Okay. I just realized this is all graveyards, not just my graveyard. Not that that matters or helps, but we will go to combat? Yeah, we're going to go to combat. Chris, we are sending Umari and send my regular ooze. I'm not that concerned. Tej, you have a chump blocker, so I will send an 11/11 your way.
Jesus.
No, Jozu.
No, Jesus. Alright, I'll draw a card and discard a card. I will discard Emergence Zone. Get exiled with Bag of Holding. That will give me a second zombie token. And then I will block with Tormod.
Okay.
I will block with Atsushi.
Okay.
I will. Ooh, I don't. God, I could use both of these modes. I will choose to exile the top two, and until the end of my next turn, I may play those cards. Those will be these two up here. Oh, seems to be good.
Just goodwill. Let's not have a necrotic ooze that has the necrotic ooze ability. And then when this figure, the 1/1 necrotic ooze dies, that's an activated ability. That's a trigger ability. Okay. Go ahead, Tej.
It does have the activated ability of removing 3 wrong counters from it, though, to add 3 red. That's
Do you have a
activated.
copy of that in your graveyard?
Not yet.
Then no.
But it'll eventually.
Okay, good.
This is, this thing?
This is a 1/1 necrotic ooze copy.
Okay.
It's real quiet without Nelson here.
7,
Yeah, it
8,
is.
9.
Subtle hint.
So this guy is a
Currently 8/9 menace.
Cards in hand?
I have 1
7.
when it comes to me.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is tap that for 2, that for black. I'm going to cast Feed the Swarm. I'm going to destroy your token. No!
It was secretly a Kolga, the Titanate.
1 floating, 2, 3, 4. We'll cast Whispering Madness.
Oh,
Each player discards his or her hand and then draws cards equal to the greatest number of cards the player discarded.
Damn it.
Which sounds like
That's
7.
why you pop my thing that gets activated abilities, right?
That's right.
Okay. So, response?
What's the greatest number of cards in hand at the moment?
7. You.
I have 1. So, I'm
So
not-
everybody draws equal to the largest number?
yes. And then that'll get encoded on a creature.
I am going to do that 3, 4, 5. I could do this for 3. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Remove 3 counters here. I have 4 red mana on my mana pool.
Bracing.
5 red mana.
Okay.
Then I will cast I'm going to cast Electro Dominance for 3. Your Tormod is gone, correct?
Yes. He's got 2 1/1s. I have.
2 2/2s.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have an 11/11, an 8/9, and a 4/5.
I
That
will.
thing was untapped.
What?
The giant thing.
Jozu Vest? Yeah, just came into play.
It looked tapped before. That's why I destroyed the other one.
All right, I will do 3 to your face, Mr. Schnauzer.
Weird, but okay.
God damn it.
Add a red to my
I'm
mana.
sorry.
that adds another red to my mana
I had
pool.
2 untapped creatures. Was I supposed to only have 1?
One counter here.
It looked like you
I can cast something
Just
three,
cast my commander.
three or less from my hand.
Untapped.
Electro Dominance allows you to get around timing restrictions, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's part of the spell resolution, so.
I'll cast a Swift of Boots.
Okay.
Then I have 5
If you
cards.
want us to wheel twice in a turn, is that what you're...
So
Yeah.
now I'm discarding 5.
Okay, so we're discarding
Alright,
and drawing
hold on.
5.
Slow down. Electro Dominance, can I see that?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Electro Dominance deals X damage to any target. You may cast a card. Okay. So you cast Swiftfoot Boots.
Yes.
Yep.
I respond to that casting. I'm going to capsize your commander. Because I want to attack.
Fine. That's exile. That's back in my hand.
Well, this stays at a 1.
And then Ozolith will now be an untapped creature that you didn't notice.
Hold on. Actually, hold on a second.
Oh,
Before we get started, I forgot that Birdie does trigger off of colorless spells. It's
Okay.
Themekin that only cares about red spells. So with this 2, I am going to.
This isn't encoded on anything yet.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Chris, I'm helping everybody.
I know.
No, you're helping you.
I'm going to Wild Magic Surge your Bag of Holding.
That helps.
Destroy a permanent.
Destroy target permanent
I
and opponent
reveal
controls.
until I reveal an artifact.
Yes.
Alright.
Ugh.
1 red. Secondary spell.
The rest on the bottom.
You guys got all sorts of interactions. I'm just waiting to pitch and draw.
Give me your signet.
How many red do you have the Demir Signet?
Where do the cards that were exiled underneath it go?
They're exiled.
Yes. Okay. Just make sure.
So
Yep.
4 cards now.
Okay. Cool.
Discard, draw 4.
Spell resolves. I'm going to discard. I'm going to put my commander in the command zone. So I discard it and then draw 4.
3,
2,
draw
3,
4.
4. Not going to look at them.
We'll encode this onto my zombie tip.
Actually, I should look if I have instant speed destruction bullshit.
We'll move to combat. Chanel, I'll attack you for 2.
In response...
Alright.
No. Before everything goes through. I'm gonna Solidarity of Heroes. Choose any number of target creatures, double the number of +1/+1 counters on them.
Alright.
Gross.
I was gonna do 20. Then I will take your 2, putting me at 35.
We're gonna discard, draw 4.
I kind of like this hand. No bullies.
1, 2, 3.
That was a hell of a thing. Ooh,
Alright.
Ozolith has 4 +1/+1 counters on it.
Pass turn.
This leaves the battlefield, not just dies.
What's that?
Ozolith has the 4 +1/+1 counters for my commander on it because it triggers off of a card or creature leaving, not a creature dying. We'll check the wording on that.
I'll play this land from exile as my land for the turn.
Phonics Haver.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Okay, we're gonna try and make a big turn.
Tried that once, it didn't work.
You did fine.
I think I came out way behind on this.
Um,
I'm afraid of repercussions.
so play my land for the turn. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I'm going to cast Storm King's Thunder. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell X times. You may choose new targets for the copy. So X is 3.
Yeah.
I get floating red mana from Birdie, and I get a 3rd counter on Runaway Steamkin from casting that. So the next instant or sorcery spell I cast, I will be copying 3 times. I remove the 3 counters from Runaway Steamkin
For 3 red.
for 3 red, cast Jessica's Will. I will copy the Jessica's Will 3 times, so I'll have 4 copies of Jessica's Will.
Okay.
I do not have my commander. So for 2 of them, you know what? I think I'm just going to go for the mana for all 4.
That makes sense because you can just load all of it forever.
Yes.
So
The
you're
copies
copying,
are not
you're not
cast.
casting. No.
Yes. So
I
cast trigger.
I was just waiting for that
For
either
me.
clarification or question of.
No.
Wait, do I
Okay.
get no?
So back to the graveyard. Cards in hand. You have 4.
4.
4. So I get a total of 16 red mana.
Shit. Yeah, because you copy it 3 times, you cast the 1.
Yes.
That's 4. 4 times 4
For 16 on a
is
D12.
12 plus 4.
I'm gonna be here a long time that way. I'll use 5 of it to cast my commander. Down to 11 red mana. One of my steam can takes up to 2. Floating mana from Bergie. I will use 1 of the floating mana from Bergie. Actually, I can just add all of that right together on 1 die.
Yeah, because
Yep. It's the
Leyline.
same pool.
Leyline lets you.
I'll use 1 of those, going down to 14 mana to equip the boots onto my commander.
Do you win?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I might be able to put a hurt on somebody. I should be keeping track of spells though. So,
You cast 2 spells.
X is 1 plus the notice. Yep, okay. I just wanted to check the wording on the commander. It does say cast. So 2
Yes.
spells. Then I will take it to my graveyard.
Thank God T wheeled a bunch.
I don't have a lot of really great stuff in here at the moment. I will spend 2 of this to cast Harmonic Prodigy. Counter here.
Yep.
This ticks up to 13. I'm going to remove them to go back up to 16.
What made that click up the first time?
This,
Yeah, when you cast that, what triggered
Yeah.
to give you?
whenever you cast a spell, add a red
Okay.
from Birdie.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm going to use, I believe it's 4 to flash this back. 5. I will flash back Past in Flames.
Nice.
That is a 3rd spell. That is a counter here. That is a
T,
mana
get him.
here.
What did I
minus
could?
5, so down to 12.
Unfortunately, the only mana rock I have available to me requires another mana to activate.
Yeah, but you can
Chris, give me a red.
I'll spend 3 mana to
discard a
cast
blue or exile a blue card from your hand to just force a will him.
About that.
Jessica's Will.
I
1
have
counter
no blue
here,
cards in hand. Nor do I have a force of will.
1 mana back, leaving me at 10. I now control my commander, so I will add 4 more red and exile the top 3. Okay. I will use 5 of that to cast Coercive Recruiter. Going down to 9 mana. This ticks up to 3. Bergie adds a mana, putting me at 10 mana. Don't want to cast any of those. I will use 5 of this. Going down to 5 mana. Cast Invoke Calamity.
This lets you take creatures.
Yes.
Yeah, so
This
you can
kicks up to 4.
take my 21.
I can.
Hey, my.
This goes up to 6. I may cast up to 2 instant or sorcery spells with total mana value 6 or less from my graveyard and hand without paying their mana costs. Then they get exiled. I'm going to cast Light Up the Stage. 4, 5. This is back up to 5.
How are you getting more than 3 counters on Runaway Steamkin?
Oh, so I should have stopped at when I got to 3, taken them off.
Yes.
Turned it into mana. So
Yes.
I have 3 more mana, and I'm at 2 counters
Okay.
here. I was kind of doing shorthand. I should have.
No, it's cheating.
Exiling the top 2
It's
with
cheating.
Light of Stage.
I'm like, I thought there was a restriction on Runaway Steamkin because I used to play that in Standard a lot. No,
I did too.
honestly, the turn that I cast my Commander and Master Chef, I should have just left the mana open to wait to kill the Steamkin with the.
I'm going to
blue like I
Wild
wanted
Magic
to.
Surge the Ozolith.
Okay. So I destroy it.
Destroy it, and then you reveal until you reveal a permanent that shares a type with it.
Oh, it's Portal. I'm going
Yep, it's on the
to
bottom.
choose
Give me a random order.
Ooze.
5 spells. This goes up to 3.
God, why couldn't it have been the other boy in there? Yeah.
I will take the 3 counters off, add them to the red mana.
So the other one wouldn't help me either because it's tap 2 untap creatures, put a third of the type into the place. This is the place.
Going to use 3 of the mana to cast Seize the Spoils from exile. That's a counter here. Floating red. Then I get a treasure and draw 2, and I have to discard a card for casting it. I'm going to discard a plains or a mountain. I don't have plains in this deck.
That would be a cheat.
Draw 2. I will spend 3 mana. Cast Seasoned Pyromancer. Enters the battlefield, discard 2, then draw 2. I will discard a Fire Diamond and an Increasing Vengeance. This takes up to 2. This goes up to 7 red. 2. Create 2 elementals. I think I don't want to do any more.
So you can get 5. Oh wait, no, Rionya makes a copy of something you have, right?
I believe so. Copy. Yes. Or another enters the battlefield. Gain control turn until end of turn. I will gain control of.
Are you activating Rionya? Are you going to your?
I forgot about the ETB on that. I thought it was. I thought it was a damage trigger. I will gain control of Umari.
Okay. Your creatures now cost you 1 less.
Would have been useful before.
Yeah, because he's in real fucking tough straits now.
I
Screw up, idiot. Take your die back. I don't even need it. You're going to combat?
I think so, but I want to cast the Crash through first before I go to combat. So the creatures I control have trap. Draw a card. This goes up to 3. This goes up to 7 again. That was a good thing to draw. That's way better target. I will go, now that my thing costs 1 less mana, I'll spend 5 mana instead of 6. But putting me at 2 red. Cast Combustible Gearhulk. So I have 3 more red mana. This is at 1. 4 more red mana with Bergie's trigger, putting me at 6. When this enters the battlefield, target opponent may have you draw 3 cards. Tease your target opponent.
Okay.
The player doesn't, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard, then Combustible Gearhulk deals damage to that player equal to the total CMC of those cards.
He's going to draw 3 lands.
Yeah, but he also has 6 red mana.
Yeah,
And
I
he's going to get more mana. 6?
3. Top 3 cards.
No, but I take the
Yes.
damage. I'm going to take the damage.
To not let him
Exile
have cards.
those. I take the total damage.
Alright. 4, 5, 6, 7.
15.
Top 3 cards in the graveyard, so they go to the graveyard. Now we'll go to combat.
Before attacks are declared,
Yes.
Scoop.
I will remind you that my zombies have risen from the dead for your sins. Declaring war on me is like declaring war on Jesus himself. And you should turn the other cheek.
And I will point out that Tej wasted his removal on me instead of you,
Okay.
because he just wanted to wheel again versus stopping this. I don't know what I'm arguing here, but
Why do you hate Jesus?
why do you hate Tejas?
Okay. If an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time.
Yeah, you take all of our creatures.
I'm going to take this
Okay.
with her first ability. Like I'll make a copy of. I'll make a billion copies, of course, of
That's
Intruder.
yeah.
Gain control of target creature until end of turn. So I'll just gain control of all the creatures.
Yeah.
They untap.
Yes.
Gain haste until end of turn.
Yeah.
So how big is this guy?
21.
You get 3 creatures or just 2 creatures?
I have 6 spells, so I will be getting a total up to 6 creatures.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's taking everything and getting 6 hasty 4/3s.
Yes.
I don't think I can win this turn.
I did hit the wrist.
It's supposed to be a joyous holiday.
So 4, 8, 12, 16.
Yes.
Those get Tej, and then the rest.
So
kill
like
me.
okay. Yes.
And we wheel.
Yes. And then we wheel.
Okay. Chris wins.
Chris wins. I was excited to finally get Rionya out for a test toast tonight. I've made a couple different series of tweaks to this deck, and I just haven't been able to get her back into rotation. And she did not disappoint tonight. 2 of the cards that I was most looking forward to seeing actually made an appearance in this game. One of them, the Bloodhall Sorcerer, only got put into my graveyard. But I think when he does get to see play, he's going to be a lot of fun. Just stacking initiative triggers and just running loops through Undercity seems like it'll be kind of fun. Schnell has an Acererak deck that does something similar, and that's what inspired me to include this particular creature when I updated the creatures this time. But the MVP of this game was also a new card, Storm King's Thunder. Both of these were for Battle for Baldur's Gate, which was kind of a panned set, but the more I play with these cards, this set has just been phenomenal. Storm King's Thunder allows you to copy a spell X number of times, and for Jessica's will, that will probably get it done more often than not. I won in a style that I hadn't before with this deck, beating people with their own creatures. That was kind of fun. It was nice to get a quicker game in. I like to get multiple games in a night.
I did not get to do a whole lot this game. I made a couple early impactful plays with a Windfall and a Whispering Madness, just cycling away people's hands. But I didn't have anything to back that up with, unfortunately. This is a deck I haven't played terribly often, and I realize now that I shouldn't just decide to play it on a whim. Zombies Easter, I mean, it was funny to do, but this is one of those decks where I need to remind myself exactly what the deck wants to be doing. There's a lot of discard shenanigans the deck wants to pull off, and Bag of Holding was a good way to start discarding things because I can store that stuff for later, but that got removed. And after that point, I probably shouldn't have irked everyone by just wheeling again because I wasn't getting many cards. We ended up with four each, and all the 4 cards I had in my land were lands. So I was not going to be able to follow that up literally with anything. It's too dumb, 2/2 tokens. I could have got Silumgar out to no effects, just a eater or a deterrent, but too little, too late. If I reminded myself exactly the way this deck wants to play, remember all the lines, then maybe I would have done things differently. But as it was, I just decided it would be fun to do because you know, it's Easter, and that little joke bit me in the ass is probably the good Lord thing, not to mock him. So, sorry, Jesus.
Yeah, this was really Chris's game to lose, and he didn't. He did everything correctly. As I pointed out, my consumptive goo, I should have kept. Yeah, it's 8 mana to give a -2/-2, but I should have kept the mana up just to hit his runaway steamkin when I had the shot. But instead, I wanted to get my commander out and get some extra +1/+1 counters floating around. Honestly, yeah, everyone else was just sort of setting up to combo out while I was setting up the battlefield for big beaters, and I already had the beater advantage at that point, so yeah, that was kind of my dumb mistake not saving the correct removal that I had. Because oozes don't have a lot of real interaction. Honestly, they set up to kind of combo themselves in addition to just being big beaters, which I like, but I'm going to give this deck a once-over. I'm going to go through and look at it again and see if there's anything that I can add to it to make it a little bit more interactive. But overall, it's a fun, stupid deck, and every once in a while, I just like to shut my brain off and throw around big creatures with a lot of 1/1 counters. But I shut my brain off just a hair too much and got the loss because of it. But either way, I had a good time. Hope you did as well. Please like and subscribe.